Hey, this is Earthworm Jack. Welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I'd show you instead of focusing on Dark Souls for a little bit, and focus on Fallout 4 for a bit, too. Bounce back and forth between two games, let Big Jack Horner get a rest. So, this one is where we're going to be only using two weapons of my choice. Yes, I am allowing mods and
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight,
so
hon.
the only
You
cheat
think?
that's not allowed to be used is
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Kill,
Right.
Spray or sway, and anything that increases strength. With our character created, let's get into the video. Now I just got to name and choose my skills, which I'm just going to modify the skills later. Pick out the actual name, Earthworm Jack, for him. If I can type any faster, actually. I forgot how long it takes to type with controller and actually choose all this stuff. I should have just cut the videos. I should just cut some of this stuff, made it shorter. But I had to choose my skills, and this is taking a little while. Okay, with that done, now we can actually start. Oh, did I forget to mention? This is also a Silent Hill mod I'm using as well. Whispering Hills. Thought I'd make the game a little bit challenging. To make anything else worse, hard mode. I chose hard mode because, well, enemies are going to be stronger and it makes it more of a challenge to use only two weapons. And no, the two weapons are not the 10mm pistol or the security baton. I have chose to use two of my favorite weapons. They're modded, but they don't do a whole lot of damage, which will make everything easier. So right now I'm just modifying. I chose to modify my specials and some perks. I will be going back and forth between cheat terminal every now and then if I need something like bobby pins or something like that. But this is just to. I am going to be using or choosing to do this stuff right now, the specials. This is probably going to be my first time doing a video like this where I'm recording my voice over it. Might not be the last, maybe, depends, I don't know. Today I just felt like doing something different instead of, music. But, anyhow, in order for me to craft these guns, I need some perks and components, of course. So I add every component, 500 of each. No caps. Because, well, I can only use two guns. I will allow infinite ammo, infinite grenades, and all this stuff right here on the screen. Including infinite items. I did not allow always get epic items, though. Gameplay, God mode off, 1 kill. I left all that off. Well, except for the infinite AP. Gotta have that. Except for easy lockpicking and instant lock terminals, leaving those off. My only main rules are no power armor, no companions, or any of that sort. Just me, myself, and I with two guns. Are my choice. So to get these guns, you need a good chemistry match. For my first gun, I chose the M9 Beretta. I was going to choose Desert Eagle, but chose not to. And I was going to get that, but didn't have the components. The next item I chose was the PPSH 41. For crowd control, mainly. Everything else, I need a gun mode for. But it would have made the game too easy, so I just chose not to do it. I did not allow a sniper rifle. Challenge myself a little bit more. So, now it's just to do the armor workbench. As you can see, it takes 10mm rounds for the M9 Beretta. It's pretty decked out with red iron sights and such, but I don't know. I didn't like it. Also armor. This is the only armor I could use throughout the whole game. This Call of Duty stuff. I don't like it, but it'll get me somewhere. Because I don't have my HEV suit, but that's only my other one. So, there. All suited up, all armored up. Got my guns. Now it's time to have some fun. We're gonna skip the whole Codsworth dialogue to get this flowing too well. My only main goal is to get Preston Garvey out of Museum of Freedom. Also, I chose to disable the music for copyright incidences on this video. So, there is none of that. As you can see, gameplay, difficulty normal to hard. Skipping whole Codsworth dialogue just to make everything flow a little bit faster. I disabled the out of time quest because it forces you to go talk to Codsworth in that one, sorta. In a sorta way, it forces me. But just for safe measures, I just disabled it. So, I decided to give the gun a little test run, and thankfully there's a lying figure outside of Sanctuary. Decided to test it out. Decent damage. Killed it easy. Also, there's a mumbler, so this will also give us some more practice. Killed it easily. Did a few rounds. 6, I think. Yeah. And for some reason, blood bugs were there. Feels like some sort of fever dream. I have to for blood bugs and mumblers and lying figures. This is not going to be fun, because Concord is infested with lying figures. But I did allow infinite items for stim packs and stuff like that. Right now I'm just looking for gun nut, which I'm pretty sure was in the intelligence tab, but I didn't know, so I was just going through and looking through right now. And yeah, right there it is. Decided to get it up to level 4, but then I ended up removing it. That happened to re-add it all over again. Because that's just how I am for some reason. And with it to level 4, that makes things easier on me. But I just decided to add all the intelligence perks anyhow. And to customize my guns. I completely forgot about the PPSH-41, so I didn't customize it yet until later. I felt the M9 Beretta would have been a good starter weapon. Because I would have thought, maybe I'll just keep these on for when I need them. Like, actually need them. But things changed. It was originally supposed to be, can you beat Fallout 4 using only an M9 Beretta? But I decided to make this a 2-gun challenge. And 2 of the weakest guns I have in my mods was the M9 Beretta and the PPSH-41. Just getting it decked out the way I liked it. Instead of a black frame, I chose tan. Because why not? And with it fully upgraded and everything, decided to use the way it is right now. And it looks pretty cool. Now, with the Whispering Hills mod, not only does it add a lot of enemies, glitches, and different weather, but it also does add a few things. They're called Otherworlds. You got the Pyramid Head, which we got to unlock later on. And you got just the standard dark Otherworld, which makes everything outside pitch black, and enemies will spawn all around you for about a span of 2 minutes. Does it get annoying? Yes. Is it tolerable? Also yes. But if you can hear my dog through my mic, that's just ignore her. She's in the kennel right now and stuff like that. But yeah, anyhow, this is also featured a lot. This guy spawns, you gotta kill him. He depletes my health really fast. So I decided to take him out before he could take me out. With him gone, and there's a deep... What? I didn't even notice that. Anyhow, back onto the video. Decided to test it out on a lying figure, see how it did. Decent. Less shots than the other times, but it worked better than expected. And with all these lying figures here, I said it was infested, and I was right, it was infested. So instead of taking the time to fight them all, because I knew I was going to die, I just fled straight to the Museum of Freedom, because you could see my health depleting really fast. Within being inside the Museum of Freedom, however, things got easier on me, because it's just raiders. I really should have cut the load times a little bit shorter. Here we go. In the Museum of Freedom, I thought a lying figure was going to come out and kill me, but it didn't happen. Was thinking about shooting that guy, but they dug through the cover, so just ran up the way that I was supposed to. I didn't see this guy. He shot at me, so I shot at him. Made my way towards Preston Garvey. Things got a little hairy, I guess you can call it.
Just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang
These
around.
two talking and in conversation is, well, why not? I do have quite of a trigger finger and a, reload finger. I reload a lot. In order to make the questline go even faster, you have to kill every raider in the Museum of Freedom. So that's what I did. They're all dead. And I decided to skip some dialogue by just going through it real quick and fast to, again, save some time, because Fallout 4's dialogue is, well, really long.
Well, if that's true, we could
Like, very long.
please.
And especially this first section, it's pretty long.
Sorry.
And I didn't want to extend the video any farther, because it's already up to 32 minutes, and that's just not good.
Let's hear it.
Sturgis, tell him. There's a crashed vertibird up
Now,
on
they
the
told me
roof.
about the crash
Old
vertibird
school.
on the roof, yada
Map
yada
scene.
yada. If you played Fallout 4, you'd
Well,
know. But we
I
can't
like
use any of that stuff because, well,
Minigun.
it's just not
Now
part
we're
of the
talking.
challenge.
I know, right? It can be.
Besides, power
I'll
armor
help
just
if I
makes
can.
it, well, just make it easier,
What
and
you'll need
minigun,
is- but we
again,
can't-
make
Look.
it easy.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what...
Well, all right.
So apparently I need to get a fusion core, but I
You're with the
decided to
rescue
try
team?
and ignore the fusion core. Making my way to the roof. This is where I decided it was probably, I think this is where I decided to customize the PPSH to make it better. In a way. Not better by much, but like larger ammo capacity, less recoil, and stuff like that. So right there you see it's got a short mag and stuff. It wouldn't have a lot of ammo capacity. But I also had to get the ammo out for it. Excuse that, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning just to record this video. Kidding, I had to go to school, but I chose not to go. Parents didn't want me to go. I had to watch the dog. So right here, customizing the PPS H41. I decided to give it the powerful automatic receiver and a standard barrel with recoil compensating stock and a 71 round drum mag and glow sights so I could see. I tried to scrap the starting weapons, but as you can see, I kept putting them back in my inventory every time I scrapped them. So, I just dropped them outside. Because this is only 2 guns. I also hotkeyed them, so it would be easier on me to switch in between if I ever had to, which I will have to do a lot. I don't even know why I'm yawning so much.
We got somebody up here.
But right here I tested it out. PPSH is very accurate and does a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, but standard damage. And if you're ever wanting to get off here without taking too much damage, come off to the side here and jump onto this roof. You won't take any damage at all whatsoever. You'll be fine. Right here's where I didn't know of things. This is where I was getting a little cocky and confident, thinking I could do this easily, but yet again, the quest wasn't progressing any further, so I had to go back and get the fusion core to unlock the door, or not unlock the door, but I had to unlock a door for a fusion core for the power armor that I'm not even going to use, just so I can progress a little further, because I don't know how Fallout 4's quest lines work, because they're weird and
If I only had a body
jittery. I don't even know. They're complicated. Here, I decided I thought I just needed a bobby pin because I could have swore I got my lock picking up, but I did not.
No way
So-
I could pick this.
I had to go back into the cheat terminal twice just so I could do this again. So I had to give myself the locksmith perk, which was not in strength. I don't even know why I looked in strength. It's right there. I did not make the same mistake as I did with gun nut, so I made sure of it too. I read it carefully as I was doing it. So right here, I forgot how hard lockpicking was in Fallout because it's been a little while since I played it. But lockpicking is a little difficult. Just a little bit. Not by much, but I do have infinite bobby pins. But if I don't, I can always find them everywhere else. Instead of hacking, because I hate hacking in this game, like terminals hacking, I just decided to pick the door. Having a little bit of trouble trying to find that spot until now.
Yes.
Now that I have the fusion cord, I can put in the power armor, we can progress a little farther. I forgot where I was going on this part, got a little lost. So I was kind of walking around like a chicken without a head, or like a toddler lost in Walmart. I didn't know what I was doing, so I went from start. Remember that door goes up to where I need to go. Takes a long time for me to get these stairs and stuff. It's been... I don't... Bethesda made their running a little too slow. It felt like that just standard walking was better than sprinting in some places.
These are our lives you're playing with. Are you listening to me?
But there were times in this run where sprinting was going to get useful. Sort of, but it was going to screw me up a lot in the long run. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Also, with Whispering Hills, makes load times a little longer, so this is going to be a little tedious of a run. Just a little bit further. Alright, with the fusion core installed, I can progress. Without picking up the minigun. Go back to where I usually go, to the side, jump off, safe landing. Tested it out on the Lang figure again. Killed it easily with ease. Decided I didn't reload for some reason that time. But anyhow, crowd control worked well. That was when I discovered the Deathclaw was out of its cage, and right there it is chasing after me. But then it started retreating, and it came back. Then it retreated and came back. It was kind of weird. This is where I thought I'd make it where I can just, kill Kellogg, and then cut it there. But that's when things got a little progressively hard. You'll see. One hit and immediately broke my arm. Put on a stim pack thinking it would help. Decided to equip crowd control. I did end up killing the death claw first try. Until something unexpected happened. I was focused on a lying figure, and next thing I know, this thing came behind me and punched me twice and ended up killing me. Well, right there, it didn't even kill me. I don't even know what killed me right there, but... Now, that's first death. So... yeah. I was a little puzzled with what happened, because it didn't even swing at me. So I thought the lying figure's acid got to me. But we were back right here. Not at square one, but somewhere in between there. And yes, I'm using my standard phone, so if you hear some vibrations, then just disregard them. So, taking out the lying figure again, I felt like we were going through a Groundhog Day movie type of thing. So, I decided to get rid of all the excess enemies, or extra enemies, I call them. Starting with the one that killed me. Has a lot of health, but barely put up a fight. Punched me once, knocked me down to half health, barely put up a fight still, ended up dying with only one mag to spare. That was also when I remembered that there was an alive mannequin. Mannequins are alive in this mod. I thought it was that one. I was wrong. It's that one. See? They're alive. But they're just pretty much raiders. So, I tried to take a more careful approach. With the lying figures, taking them out one by one, thinking I could do that. And then I saw the Wendigo, or Deathclaw in the distance. So I decided I was taking a lot of damage, so I hid behind cover. Not thinking or looking, it was right there, and killed me. Again. That was an "oh Lord, he comin'" moment I was having. Or another moment I could say, but I cannot say, because, well, I'm trying to make this suitable for younger audiences. So, from now on, in this video, we'll just consider it an "oh Lord, he comin'" moment. Now the long loading screen, and back at square one. Now I decided to take some better approaches into this. I remembered how much damage the M9 Beretta did, so I equipped it, thinking it might help a little more. Figured out how to use VATS. Then I remembered how much VATS suck in Fallout 4 and didn't really help you much, like it did in any other Fallout. And for some reason, somehow, the other lying figures decided to get roped into it. But yeah, lying figures just got roped into it somehow. I didn't even do anything to rope the lying figures in. They just decided to rope themselves into it. And now I decided that it was time to take care of the extra enemies in this area, starting with Missionary. The M9 Beretta did good, but PPSH takes its health down more rapidly. I ended up blowing off its head, but I don't really care. You see that red blip down there in the HUD? That's the window, or Deathclaw. So, there's the mannequin. It's injured, trying stuck in place, but I just ended its suffering. This is when I found out that there were now float presence in this area for some reason. Also, 3 Deathclaws came to my position. I thought I'd hide a bit to get the closest so I could take them out. First one down, 2 more to go. Couldn't see them through the thick fog, but it was alright. Then I saw one of them do a maneuver over a sandbag. That's when I knew they were dangerous and like James Bond. Kill it. The only way to take them out was kill them one by one. With a PPSH. They got into some weird positions where I couldn't kill them. I was trying to avoid that stage, but I couldn't avoid it. And I remembered how cool the PPSH sounded in this attack. It's a nice, crisp, heavy-ass sound. And I like it. I really like Russian weapons, especially stuff from the Cold War like this one. That's why I chose it. It's from the Cold War. And these guys were hiding behind this truck. Wasn't going to be able to tell them anything else. By grenades and hurl them over. And so, no grenades are allowed. Just this gun. Well, these guns I'm using right now. So, with them down, I decided to get a little bit more creative with my approach. Thought I would try to lure it towards me, and I would just kill it, while cowering inside of a store. But it didn't seem like it was working. But I could have swore I saw it getting closer, since it's sort of moving, but also still in the same place. Tried to lure it towards me, but it didn't work. Then I saw it right there. I thought I triggered it, but I didn't do anything to trigger it. I thought I triggered it, but I didn't, so I ran back to the store and just hid. Kind of waited for it to come. I headed upstairs to see if I could find any way I could get its attention, but there was no way to get its attention through that way because it's blocked by thick walls. So I just remembered that cowering in a store where I can't do anything was not a good idea. So I rushed to the other area where I could probably do something. So from this building, the windows are broken, which means it gives me a window to shoot the Deathclaw. That's exactly what I do. I shoot the Deathclaw a little bit. Decided to pull a James Sunderland versus Pyramid Head and just shoot it through an open window. That's when it tried to run off. But I kept laying down suppressive fire on it. Then I found out how big it was to clip through a wall and could probably try and annihilate me. Then it ran off. So I thought I was going to go out and hunt it down until a group of mumblers came down and thought it was a good idea to interrupt my day and make it worse. Somewhat worse. So, I did one thing. I didn't want to, but I had to. I had to get up out of cover and kill it. So it was going to be the only way to do anything. Make my way to the mumblers. There's one. So does it. They do not really hit that power. They're not that powerful, but they do a decent amount of damage. You can see all of them coming towards me. Try not to pay any attention to it, but that one thing. But it's dead now, so it doesn't matter. These other ones were stuck behind a truck. These things are very, very brainless. They don't know what they're doing. But I do. Oh, I know what I'm doing. This one was stuck between the trailer and the truck, so it was best to put it out of its misery. Then I had the oh Lord, he coming moment. The Deathclaw was coming after me. Again. Right there it is. See? Thought it could run away, but I decided to kill it before it could, which it worked. Turned out that hiding and cowering does get you somewhere. Most people said it wouldn't, but it gets you somewhere. Somewhere is very far. Now to finish it up, since this video is already pretty long, as is, because of loading times and all the deaths I had. I tried to limit the deaths, but that wasn't happening. Another long loading screen, and waiting. I had to sit through some more dialogue. A lot more dialogue.
Take it easy, mama. You okay?
I'm fine.
That's also when I forgot I got the Mama Mutie mod for Mama Murphy. So she's a giant, towering super mutant.
Pretty amazing display.
And as horrifying as it is, it's also pretty hideous.
Stop kidding
I don't
yourself.
like the way she looks in that.
You're nothing to me.
Never did. But
You know,
I forgot I downloaded that mod.
You're welcome.
There's a lot of mods I forgot I
Well,
downloaded
since you
that's
said
there.
All right,
That's just
Garvey.
one of them.
I'm in.
Right there it is.
Please, tell
Mama
me.
Mutie.
I need
Kind
to
of looks
know.
like Grendel from the 2007 Beowulf movie.
I'm listening.
I don't like the way she looks.
And even I.
Very, very hideous.
Uh-huh.
That's when I got the Diamond City
Murphy.
Look.
quest so I can go to Diamond City and stuff.
that junk. It's gonna kill you.
Shush,
Then they were
Preston.
debating about
We're all
chems and
gonna
how
die
to kill Mama Murphy
eventually.
and
We're
stuff
gonna
and
need
such
sight.
like that.
And our new friend here.
I just wanted to
He's
get
gonna
through it
need
all
it
because
too.
this has already been a
Let's
very
get
long
going.
process of doing
Sanctuary awaits.
everything.
All right.
Felt like a chore.
Thanks to our friend
That's what
here.
this game feels like.
It's
Feels,
safe to move out.
feels like a
We're
chore.
heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about.
And
Sanctuary. It's not
I don't
far.
like doing
She
chores
knows
in
about
games
it?
because
You mean
games
she
are
had
supposed to
one
be
of her
fun
visions
and
while she was
relaxed, not
stoned out of her gourd. And now
feel
you
like you're
want us to just
doing
head out
something
on
like
another
work.
wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama
So I got a
Murphy
glimpse of my
thought?
cool
It can
character.
hardly
Hold
turn
on,
out
hold
any
on.
worse than-
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this
Looking
together.
pretty nice.
Right? So
Then I listened to these guys arguing
got a better
about
idea of what we should do
something.
next?
I had
Anybody?
to sit through the dialogue before you could go through anywhere. Can't skip it.
Well then, Sanctuary it
I
is.
enabled the Jewel of the
Let's just
Commonwealth
hope it
mod
lives up to
or
its name.
Come on,
quest.
June, it's
Then I got out. That's where I'm going to leave things at, is right there. So, that's just part one of many parts that are going to come out into this. So, yet again, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one.